That's a good fish, eh? That might not be far off 20 pound, that, you know. It's the biggest eel I've had in a while. Well, there he is, guys. Check that out for a conger. Well, welcome back, everyone, to another session. You join back on the green light, where we're targeting the blonde rays. Just got my first rod up there now, and then up and over in a squid bait. Just sticking up my next one now. Bit of tide out there, so keeping the baits fairly aerodynamic. Seeing that tide nice. Bit of sardine on there, 7-ounce leads. Stick it out there now and see what we can find. Joined by my mate Chris over there. He's just setting up his second rod now. So yeah, nice weather for today. Nice sunny, not much wind. So stay tuned and see how we get on. Well, as you guys would have noticed, I've moved down the breakwater a bit, just on the other side of my mate, because a yacht come through and surprisingly didn't cut me off. Pulled my rod over, started taking a bit of line, and the line come off the yacht, which is mad. But you'll have it sometimes where the pilot boats are in and out every like half hour to an hour, and when the tide's pumping right and your lines are going right, you got to reel in every time they come through. So I just figured move back down a bit, out their way, and I can fish in peace then. Well, 2 guys just come over then and jumped back in where I was. There's not really enough room for 3 people where they are compared to where Chris is, but one of them said he's only fishing 1 rod, so it should be fine. I just got a, well, obviously I got a 3rd rod to me today. I'm just baiting up a rig for a conger. And I just chuck over the edge. Going with a whole cuttlefish. Because congers can't say no to a cuttle. So if there's one down there, we should find it. Conger's the only thing I don't like to target with circle hooks. I mean, you'll catch them, but I just find the J hooks too tend to hook up a bit better. I've lost a few congers now to circles compared to J hooks. So I just got an 8-0 on the bottom and then a 7-0 pennel. And I've got 200 pound hook link, which is very heavy, but I mean, even like, well, if I had the 20 pound conger, I'd be buzzing, but like a 20 pound conger would bite that off. Surprising, but they're spinning round. If there's a bit of tide there. Surprising what a Neo of that size can do. So, let alone if you did hook that fish of a lifetime, you want to make sure that you've got it landed. So I'm not fishing too big of a bait just so you can get it in their mouth. And that is the only thing with fishing with cuttles when you can't get to the water's edge. The mess. All that ink. It's a nice stinky bait there. Got a weak link on it as well, just because I'm going to fish it right over the edge. What you can do here is flick it out like 30 yards and then bump it back slowly until you meet the edge of the rocks. And then leave it sit there and wait for Mr. Wonga Bonga to come out of his house and get biting. So I'm going to stick that up there now and hopefully bring you back with a nice big slime ball. I'm not sure if you're able to pick it up, guys, but off towards Orange Boy, there's a pod of porpoises that just come in the harbour. There's one just come up then. They were riding close then as I get the camera set up. There he is again. Just shows how warm the water must be. Because it's end of Feb and end of September now. I mean, the sea is at its warmest stage now, I suppose, end of summer. That's pretty cool. Some porpoises in the harbour, look. They're right by the buoy now. Well, guys, I've got a cracking slack line on this left one. Just sat there baiting up my next rig. And I looked up and the line was virtually touching the rocks. That was a very, very slack liner. Yeah, whatever it is, it's just bumping my lead over. Yeah, he's there. Cross your fingers, guys. Yeah, we got a fish on. Don't feel too bad, though. He's fighting well. Bit of weight to it, you know, this one. I don't think it's a ray. The bite was very, like almost like an eel would be, quite erratic. Typically the blondes tend to be more of a slow push. Yeah, if you don't mind. Feels quite good. Whatever it is. My lead is up now. About 20 yards out. I haven't got a slightest idea what this is. Oh, there's an eel. Oh, it's a nice eel. Well, there he is, guys. Check that out for a conger. We just put the gaff just in the bottom lip, so we ain't going to do it too much harm. And that's the gaff out. Seeing as the gaffs are great, as long as you use them right. Not that you get something with the gaff inside the face, and obviously just don't do the fish any good. Well, I'm very lucky on where that's hooked. Look at where that's hooked, guys. That's literally just in the corner of his mouth. Well, in the lip, it's not even in the mouth properly. Let's get a hook out of there. Bend the hook out as well. Yeah. How's that on? Sardine. Buzzing with that one, guys. Obviously. Give you a quick look, and then I'm going to get a few photos and then send her back. But check that out. Got a head on that. Whoa. He's going to knock the camera over. I got a head on that. A fat one. I'll set the camera a bit different, you can see the full size of it then. But that's a good eel, that. Got a fat belly on him. Unfortunately, no one on here has got scale, so I haven't got any way of weighing it. I'd probably guess it is between 16 and 18 pounds. It's not the longest fish, but it's got a big old gut on it. That's a cracker though. Buzzing with that one. Biggest eel I've had in quite a while, that one. Here you can see the size of his head, look. Just goes to show, I've got one whole mackerel now over the edge for a conger. Then I took a, well, this is a bit size of the bait I had it on. Where's that going? That was the bait there, look. It's smaller than my finger. So that's what I mean. I've said so many times where you don't need big baits or big fish. If they go past and they're hungry, they're just going to eat it. But anyway, taking some nice photos of her. I send her home. Send her where she belongs. Oh, she's behaving well for conger. And she's gone. Oh, she tangled herself up in the weed, look. Just sat by her. There he is. Ooh. Trying to go straight down into the rocks. She goes turned. There we go. Bye bye. Well, after that eel's just been put back, first things first, change the hook link on that rig. The backbone's alright. There was a few little scuffs in the hook link when we were landing it and getting up the rocks. The teeth on the conger didn't damage the line because it was just lipped hooked. But if I was deeply hooked, I would be surprised if you landed that because I'm only using 50-pound hook links. So yeah, very lucky with that one. Gonna retie that dongle now. Little tip for what I always do is the actual braid for the dongles, I buy in big bulk spools. And then I just got a little small spool here then, and I just fill one up with that braid and just keep it in my box then. Just a nice little bit of spare for times like this if you want to make a quick rig up. Because a lot of the time I'll make rigs up while I'm fishing. If I want to, you know, change and adapt the rig, I got everything I need to do that. That's that new dongle tied there, look. Like a 4-inch dongle. And I'm gonna go for my next bait is gonna be a double sand eel and squid wrap. See if we can find a blonde or a ray of any species at this rate. Because it's been very slow. Well, that eel is the first bite I've had and the only bite so far. We've been fishing quite a while now. Me and Chris haven't had a bite each, other than that eel. And there's 2 kids off the front. They haven't had anything. It's a shame really, because we've been fishing quite well around Barry recently. But to be fair, I do find the green light sometimes to be quite hit and miss. Well, there's 2 guys on the white light now actually, and I haven't noticed them actually get a fish in yet. So I think it's just genuinely quite quiet. There we go, there's the next bait ready to go. Double sand eel and squiddy. Fishing with up and overs today, as I would normally do. And then same baits as normal, sand eel, squid, sardine and mackerel. It's a shame that the blondes ain't in force today. Maybe not even in force, just a few about. Oh well, buzzing with that eel, just had. Made up with that. Shame no one had scales. Because, like I said, I guessed around that 17, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was bigger. But oh well. No problemo. There we go. Send them out there. Not sure if we got something on here, guys. I did have a bite. There's a bit of weight there. It's not too far off now. Leader's almost up. I wonder what's on there. It's staying deep anyway, whatever it is. Oh, a little eel. There's a bit of a difference. Bit of a difference from the last one I had. And squid. Little babber. I'm gonna stick the sand eel and squid bait out there now. Nice bit of wind from behind to stick the baits out further. Well, that didn't go to plan, did it, guys? That did not go to plan. Look at that. What an absolute mess. Ugh, oh well. Let's try again. Well, thankfully, guys, I've got a few spare reels. So what I have to do is bait up a new rig, chuck a new reel with leader on, and let's try again. Hopefully it don't crack off again. Cross your fingers, guys. It's more like it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, guys, we're pretty much at the end of the session now. We're just going to refresh our last two rods and make a move, I think, because it's not very good today. The fish have not wanted to play ball. I had a nice conger though. Oh, I had a white in then as well. I had a little small pin white in. I didn't bother bringing you back for that because it was a tiny little pin white in. I've stuck that out on that rod just then. So on this next one now, just going to stick out a lump of mackerel and then we'll call them our last casts. So I packed that conger rig up, well, the conger rod on there. I haven't had a bite on that one today, which is crazy. Normally when you fish one in close, yeah, you do get a few. Yeah, right, well, I'm going to get out there now. See if we can pull something out on our last cast. That lump of mackerel is out there, guys. Shame there's no fish out there. Well, that pod of porpoises that was in the harbour, they've come out and they're out there now actually, off the front there. They're just looking around off the entrance of the white and green light here. So I don't know whether there's a load of bait fish out there they're feeding on. Well, there must be for them to be sticking on for this long. And obviously if there's loads of bait fish out there, that might be what the fish are feeding on, all the rays and stuff. So that could be the answer why we're not catching rays. Who knows? Well, these are our last casts now. So I'll give these 20 minutes or so. I haven't brought a headlamp with me today, so it's not far off the sun setting. 6 o'clock now. So we've got another probably hour of daylight, so by the time we fish these out, pack up and walk back, get back to the car, I'll be fine then. So as usual, if I do have anything worth showing on my last cast now, I'll bring you back for it, but if not, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.